Hello, dear friends. Greetings from Mount Angel. We're still here. The big news everywhere around Oregon and all up and down the West Coast is, of course, these terrible fires. And last week I was talking to you about the joyful week that we had here at the Abbey, but it remained a joyful week. A joyful week because we had 4 men enter the novitiate, 3 make a simple profession of vows, and 1 making solemn vows. But as that week progressed, not only was that joy in the community unfolding, but lots of people watch these videos. I guess now many of them are our neighbors, so I'm not telling you any news. The whole state of Oregon was afflicted by these terrible, fast-moving fires. And the monastery itself was right in the range of a fire that was moving very quickly toward it. We were on a level 2 evacuation order here at the monastery and seminary, which means that we had to be ready to go, and we were ready to go. But I didn't want to go. I wanted, just stay behind and save the place. That's an instinct too. So it was a lot of tension in all that. And like I said, we're worried for ourselves, but also worried for all our friends and neighbors, all up and down the state. But with that kind of danger around us, what did we do? We were prepared to evacuate if we had to, but we also went on with our regular way of life. And that was more important than ever, to keep those prayers going and to go forward with these planned profession of vows. I was able in my preaching on those days actually to liken the profession of vows to the 3 young men in the book of Daniel who were thrown into a fiery furnace. And what did they do in the fiery furnace but kept singing the praises of God? And so there went the profession, surrounded by flames. And I said to all the monks, brothers, the flames are around us, and we need to be persevering in the praise of God. Something else we did this week, in addition to the joy of our professions, was our iconographer, Brother Claude, has been writing in these weeks an icon in prayer that we would use against the pandemic. Beginning on Easter Sunday, we started singing this chant, the Stella Caeli, to protect ourselves and our neighbors from the pandemic, really praying for the whole world, protection from the pandemic. And Brother Claude wanted to write this icon, very important in the life of Roman Catholics, the icon in St. Mary Major in Rome, Mary invoked under the title Salus, Populi, Romani. Iconographers do that. They'll copy another icon style. And he made a beautiful copy of this icon for us. And the intention was to use it to pray for protection from the pandemic. And of course, we're going to use it for that because we're still in danger from that. But on Sunday evening, we gathered especially as a monastic community and prayed for relief from the fire and the terrible smoke that is afflicting us. You can't even go outside. That was one of the things I wanted to tell you. Making these videos, I've really enjoyed all through the spring and summer, doing it in a different place outside so that I could be sharing this beautiful place where we live with you. And I'm in my office talking to you today because one dare not go outside. The smoke is so thick, it's simply altogether unhealthy. Anyway, back to praying to Mary under the title Salus Populi Romani, the salvation of the Roman people, the health of the Roman people. Pope Francis is very fond of this icon. The day after he was elected Pope, he went there and entrusted himself to the protection of Our Lady in his papacy. He goes there before he makes apostolic journeys and afterwards. And it was the same icon that he had brought to St. Peter's Square early on in the pandemic, where alone in the whole of St. Peter's Square, there was Pope Francis praying before this icon of Our Lady Salus Populi Romani. So we now have this icon here, and Sunday evening we did a beautiful prayer, extended prayer there, litany and chants, asking for Our Lady's protection. So yeah, I don't have any deep thoughts for you on this video, just to let you know that share with you, I suppose, a strain that I'm sure many of you are undergoing. And you know, as I said, we're not just worried for ourselves, we're worried for so many of you too, all of our friends and neighbors up and down the West Coast. And I just want you to know that with a kind of determination this week, surrounded by the flames, the monks kept going. And we kept going, interceding for your protection as well as for ours. I want to, at the end of this video, leave you with the image that Brother Claude has just finished and that we are now praying for protection for all of us. And you will hear again the chant that we've been praying every evening also, the Stella Caeli, for protection from the pandemic. Bless you, dear friends of Mount Angel. We send you our love and wish you peace.
Stella Caeli extirpavi, fuerat habet hominum, mortis pestem quam plantavi, primus parens hominum, nipsa stella nunc dignetur, sidera compescere, quorum bella prevengerunt, dire mortis succere. Opissima stella maris, a peste succurre nobis. Audinos Domina, nam filius tuus, nihil negans te honor.